This is Agentic Wave, your gateway to the latest breakthroughs in AI, the tech that's transforming how we live, work, and create.
You know, for the past few years, we've gotten really used to chatting with AI. But what if AI could stop just talking and actually start doing things for us? Well, that's the huge shift we're seeing right now with a brand new kind of technology, AI agents. Okay, let's get into it.
Just think about that for a second. All that mindless copy-pasting, filling out the same forms over and over, checking competitor websites every single day, building those weekly reports. What if all of that could just happen? Like you had a digital intern who could handle the entire workflow from start to finish with you barely lifting a finger.
So to really understand how this is even possible, we need to be super clear on what an agent actually is. Because look, it's a massive, massive leap beyond the chatbots we all know and use. And that difference is, well, it's everything. Okay, the key word here, the one that changes the entire game, is autonomy. See, an AI agent doesn't just sit there and wait for your next command. You give it a goal, and it can actually reason, it can browse websites, it can analyze what it finds, and then it can create and execute these multi-step plans to get the job done, all by itself.
This slide right here boils it all down perfectly. A chatbot is conversational. It's a back and forth. You ask, it answers. But an AI agent, it's operational. It acts on your goal. You don't tell it every single little step. You just give it the destination, and it figures out how to drive the car and navigate the map all on its own.
So how on earth does OpenAI make this happen? Well, they've basically built a unified system. You can almost think of it like a digital person. First, you've got the operator, which is like the hands of the system. It can physically use a browser to click, type, and scroll just like a person would. Then there's deep search, which is like a giant research department in its brain, sifting through mountains of data to find that one key insight. And of course, the whole thing is powered by the core intelligence of ChatGPT, which provides the reasoning and decision-making to guide the entire process. You put those three things together, and boom, that's the engine driving this whole agent revolution. Okay, so we've got the what and the how. But what about the so what? This isn't just some cool tech demo we're talking about. This is a full-blown revolution in productivity, and it is already delivering some absolutely jaw-dropping results for businesses.
This number, wow, it pretty much says it all. A recent analysis found that businesses using these agentic workflows are seeing an average return on investment of over 1,000%. Now, why is that number so insanely high? It's because these agents aren't just saving a few minutes here and there. They're automating entire complex processes that used to eat up hundreds of hours of very expensive human time. The real takeaway here is that it's not just about saving time. It's about reallocating your team's brain power away from the grunt work and onto the creative, strategic problems that only people can solve.
And look, this is happening right across the board. It's not just for one specific department. In marketing, agents are saving teams about 145 hours a month just on competitive intelligence. Sales teams, they're boosting their closing rates by 23% using automated lead qualification. For developers, we're talking about slashing code review times by a staggering 73%. And in finance, it's helping close deals 35% faster. You see, this isn't some niche tool. It's a fundamental change to how literally every part of a business can run.
And the speed at which you can get these things up and running is just incredible. This quote from OpenAI's Dev Day is a perfect example. The company Ramp built a whole procurement agent in a few hours. Not weeks, not months, hours. That kind of speed is an absolute game changer.
So what does this actually look like day to day?
Well, an agent can check 10 of your competitor websites every single morning and have a report on your desk before you've even had your first cup of coffee. It can scan code for security flaws, write out an entire API manual from scratch, or handle almost 90% of your customer service tickets. These are complex, high-value tasks that are now just automated.
Right about now, you might be thinking, okay, this sounds incredible, but I can't code to save my life. Well, guess what? This is where the story gets really, really interesting. The revolution isn't just about what these agents can do, it's about who can build them.
Seriously, just a year or so ago, building one of these agents was a major engineering project. You needed to know Python, SDKs, how to juggle a bunch of different APIs, the whole shebang. Today, it's becoming as simple as drawing a flowchart. We've gone from heavy, complicated code to simple, visual drag-and-drop interfaces.
And the big catalyst for this change is platforms like OpenAI's new Agent Kit.
It's basically an all-in-one toolkit that gives you everything you need to design, test, and launch your own agents. And you can do it without writing a single line of code. And the process itself feels less like you're programming and more like you're just teaching. You start on a visual canvas, you drag over an agent block, and then you just tell it what to do in plain English. Like, hey, every morning, check these 5 websites for any price changes and put them in the spreadsheet. You can give it tools, like access to a specific file, add safety guardrails to protect data, and then you can actually watch a preview of what it's going to do before you set it loose. It's a completely new and accessible way to build really powerful software.
So, let's zoom out. What does this all mean for us? For our jobs? This democratization of AI is about to fundamentally reshape our professional lives and the very definition of what it means to be productive.
The future of knowledge work probably isn't about being replaced by AI. It's about becoming a manager of AI. The most valuable skill going forward will be the ability to spot problems, design automated workflows for agents to solve them, and then orchestrate your own little team of digital helpers to get it done. You're not the one playing the instrument anymore, you're the conductor of an entire AI orchestra.
This quote from Jordan Wilson just absolutely nails it. For the very first time, we have a tool that doesn't just help with a tiny piece of a project, it can handle the whole thing. It's not just a fancy calculator or a better search engine, it's a new kind of team member, a digital employee ready for its first assignment.
So, as we wrap this up, the question really isn't if these agents are going to change your work, but how you're going to use them. The technology is here, right now. Your new digital intern is ready and waiting for instructions. So, what's the first tedious, time-sucking task you're going to hand over?